to achieve what nobody else has. You need to do what nobody else is doing. And a good example is the miracle of the blind man. When he met Jesus, he did something that nobody else had ever done. We are bringing you to the book of Mark. Let's read here together. As he, Jesus, went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great multitude, blind Bartimaeus sat by the road begging. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. The many warned him to be quiet, but he cried out all the more, Son of David, have mercy on me. So Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And throwing aside his garment, he rose and came to Jesus. So Jesus answered and said to him, what do you want me to do for you? The blind man said to him, Rabboni, teacher, that I may receive my sight. Then Jesus said to him, go your way, your faith has made you well. And immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus on the road. I'm here together with Pastor Joshua. The whole week we're talking about open doors. We are in a special journey of the blessing of the 7 gates of Jerusalem, opening doors and bringing into your life the miracles of the Lord Jesus Christ. How does that happen? It always starts on earth, and God will finish the work in heaven. Every miracle in the Bible required a person to take the first step, the action, and there would be a reaction from God. Now, think about this blind man. How many blind people were there in Israel? He was not the only guy. He was not the only blind person. There were many blind people in general there in the country. But he was the only blind guy, the only blind person that did something totally different. And this is what calls God's attention. This is what makes the eyes of God look down to the earth when he sees one person, one man, one woman, any person, old or young, rich or poor, when they get out of their comfort zone and they do what nobody else is doing. And that's what he did, because when I think about the blind man, I'm thinking about the word stubbornness. Stubborn. Have you heard of this word stubborn? Depending where you're watching from, because you may have a different dialect, different language. There is a good stubbornness and there's a bad stubbornness. There's a positive stubbornness and there's a negative stubbornness. In the case of bad stubbornness, it's when a person insists, persevere, and continues in what does not work. So if you're in a situation, the doors are closed, your life is not running well, and you insist playing the same tune. You get my point. Playing the same tune over and over again, and you always get the same result, and you're not doing something different. And this is not an intelligent stubbornness. It's not changing your life, not improving your life, not changing your marriage, not improving your condition. But a good stubbornness is the example of the blind man, because people told him to silence. People tried to quiet the man, and he cried out more. He used more of his faith. He was louder and stronger and bolder. And Jesus stood still. He called Jesus' attention. And the rest is history, because the moment he called Jesus' attention, Jesus was able to give him the miracle and do for him what he needed from him. And this is so powerful because there are many people that pray, there are many blind people, many people with closed doors, but sometimes people don't have the stubbornness to persevere. Where some people stop, the majority stops. That's where a small group of people, they push on, push it on, they persevere, and that's where they have their breakthrough.
Yeah.
Right, Pastor?
Yeah, Bishop. We heard already about we need to depend on God. But actually, Bishop, if we think properly, God also depends on us. Because if we are not going to do something, God will not do something in your life. So imagine Bartimaeus. He changed the history. Supposed to be he's going to die without even receiving the sight. But imagine him provoking the miracle. Last week, we were talking about provoking the miracle. Because he persevered, what happened? He received the sight. He received the miracle. This is what you need to do as well. We are in the faith of these 7 blessings, and we are in this weekend. We are going to have the 3rd prayer for the open doors. Maybe you are thinking like this, no, but I didn't receive anything in these 2 weeks. But you need to persevere. You need to persevere for you to receive the blessing, the miracles. That is why we are telling you, you need to persevere. The good stubbornnness will lead you to stop God, even to stop Jesus, Bishop. Imagine that, even stop Jesus. Bishop is going to, Jesus is going to somewhere, supposed to be going to somewhere, but Jesus stopped and gave the miracle to Bartimaeus.
So powerful because Jesus, he never said no to Bartimaeus. The people around were bringing a lot of doubts, but you can see here that the faith of Bartimaeus was answered, and your faith will be answered as long as you persevere. As long as you persevere, the door will never close. As long as you persevere, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you want to know more about this special purpose of faith, how to have doors being opened in your life, how you can bring into your life a miracle, how you can bring into your life answers, how you can call God's attention and make the Lord Jesus stop and look at your situation and reach out to you and touch your life and touch your family, then get in touch with us. Scan the QR code for more information. We have the address here. We're open 7 days a week in Kowloon, and we will be entering through the gates of Jerusalem, and this weekend will be the 3rd gate, called the Gate of Damascus. You're going to learn more about it as you watch our daily programs. We have the midday boost as well. Now, remember, if you are in a situation that people try to silence your faith, if you're going through a situation that you feel that you're all alone, Jesus will be passing by, like he was passing by blind Bartimaeus. And definitely, for sure, if you act your faith, if you take a step of faith, the Lord Jesus will pass by and he will stop and he will attend to your needs. All right? This is the voice of faith. Take action upon this, provoke the miracle, and remember, wherever there is faith, God will stop and he will attend to that faith. We'll be back again tomorrow with the voice of faith. God bless you abundantly. Thank you for watching. And if this has helped you or inspired you, use it to inspire others. Use it to inspire your employer, your colleague, your family, or perhaps even send the video to them. Okay? God bless you abundantly. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.